Hi there, my name is Ed Lascaris, and this is an introduction to the Mill Park Library's Makers Club, where we're going to be focusing a lot on using the Raspberry Pi and other small electronic devices. And this is the first lesson. I'm going to teach you how to do the initial setup for the Raspberry Pi. This is the Raspberry Pi which you've probably received in the mail, sent from the library. Now, before we power up the Raspberry Pi, there's a few important checks that we have to go through. You have to make sure you've got a keyboard, a USB keyboard, which is plugged into your Raspberry Pi, a mouse, which is plugged into your Raspberry Pi, a flat screen VGA monitor, which is available and turned on, and you should see either an amber or green light on your monitor to indicate that it's ready, that it's powered up. You should have also received a VGA HDMI adapter that needs to be plugged into the Raspberry Pi, and the VGA plug needs to be plugged into your monitor unless you have a HDMI monitor. You also need a power supply. That power supply for the Raspberry Pi needs to be plugged into the Raspberry Pi and then plugged into a PowerPoint, but don't turn it on just yet. We just want to complete this initial check. So you have to make sure all the components are plugged in and ready to go before you apply power to the Raspberry Pi. Once you do, now you can turn on the power to the Raspberry Pi. It'll take a few seconds and you should see a welcome to the Raspberry Pi screen such as this. Now, because I'm running a lesson, I have to do a few things in the background. I've already got an IP address, so I've hooked up to my local Wi-Fi network and it's given me an IP address, but you won't see that here. You'll just see this welcome screen. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you through all the steps required to initially set up your Raspberry Pi after a fresh install of the Raspbian Operating System. So we'll click on Next. The first screen is to set up country. Now we're going to select Australia. So you can, to race to the top, you can click on this little arrow here, or you can, hopefully it goes up quickly. And we look for Australia, we select Australia. We want Australian English, and our time zone is Melbourne. So I'm just going to scroll down a bit and select Melbourne. I'll scroll back up so we don't lose it. I'll put this up top here. We're going to use English language. We're also going to use a US keyboard. That's pretty standard for Australia. And then click on Next. And you can see it takes a little while just to set the location. It's still not accessing the internet because we haven't configured the internet. So you may see something different because I'm actually on the internet right now. But your computer won't be on the internet. So now we have to change the password. Now you're logging in as the default user on the Raspberry Pi. The username is called Pi. That's lowercase p and lowercase I, pi. They want us to enter a new password and confirm the password. We can do that now. I'm just entering a short password. The default password on Raspberry Pi for the user Pi is Raspberry, which is very easy to guess, so we want to avoid that. So enter a new password which you'll remember. I'm going to click on Next. Okay, now the screen you'll probably see at this point is to set up the Wi-Fi network. So I've deliberately skipped this step, but you need to quickly select your Wi-Fi network, and once you select that, you'll be asked to enter the password for your Wi-Fi network, and then you should look to see that you're getting on your Raspberry Pi. I'll show you what it looks like. This is the symbol here, which is, so this next one is Bluetooth, and this one adjacent to it is your Wi-Fi connection, and you can sort of see it gives you a few details on your Wi-Fi connections. But what you're looking to do is, once you complete your Wi-Fi, you should see this is showing several bars, meaning you've got, which gives an indication of the level of strength of your Wi-Fi signal. Now, once you've set up the Wi-Fi signal, the Wi-Fi, it might ask you a question about setup screen. It's really just an aesthetics. Are you seeing a black border around the desktop? I'm not, so I'm not going to select that. I'm just going to click on Next. Wi-Fi networks, I've already done that, so I'm going to click on Next. Update software. This is where it's going to update, even though this is a fresh install, there's probably still some new software developments which haven't been loaded up. So we're going to have to update the software. I'm going to click on Next. And because now we're connected to the internet via the Wi-Fi, via your home router, you'll be able to find a list of all the software which needs to be updated on the Raspberry Pi, and it'll go through an update process. Now, depending on the speed of your internet and also how many updates are required, this could take anywhere from 10 minutes to 30 minutes. So I'm just going to stop the video here and resume once we're done with the updates. Welcome back. As you can see, we've now got a display saying system is up to date. Click on OK. It's been approximately 30 minutes for this upgrade to take place. So we're going to click on OK. And then we come up with a display message that setup is complete. The Raspberry Pi is ready to go. All you need to do is click on restart. It'll restart the Raspberry Pi, and any changes which need to take effect to the operating system will be in place, and then we're ready to start our next lesson. So tune in to the next video. We're just going to go, in the next lesson, we're going to go into a little bit more depth in terms of configuring the home router. See you next time.